It's Week 16 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He's up across 80 tackles for the season following his last game. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch, Brock. One side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Calvin Austin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out, a fourth-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Fields out of the gun. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Deontay Hardy to return this for the Ravens. Takes it in at the 21. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's taken in by Henry.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He'll get this to Jefferson. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Fields. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Dicker connects there. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Deontay Hardy to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 39. He fires one deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Bullock's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Henry on the option. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They motion the tight end over. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. He stays up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And we do not get a 3rd field goal of the game as we stay tied at 3-3.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens break the tie here in the 1st. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. This return makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Big play gets him across midfield. Sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Fields on 1st down. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. handoff for Harris, running right. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. On the return, here comes Austin. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers' offense headed out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fields on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that's gonna keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. Out of the gun, Henry. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that takes them to 3rd down. Lamar off the play fake. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Fields to throw it. He's on the move. He's running for it. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Fields to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a big run, 9 yards, but they're still facing a 3rd and 10.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they send a man in motion. From the 27. Escapes the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Man in motion, out of the slot. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throw on 3rd down. Andrews with the catch. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They run it with King Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Henry. He's contained at the line for no gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
He was looking for Zay Flowers. So they're left with 4th down here.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Fields out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Warren. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with the football. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Turning to Henry on third. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Steelers will take over possession. Ball on the 45. First and 10. Fields throwing here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Another throw for Fields. It's caught, Warren. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Bails out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Dicker connects there. And the gap closes to 14 points.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. Great games galore here in Week 16, with a couple happening on Saturday. The second of which, Steelers and Ravens, the great rivalry at 4:30 Eastern Time. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas, a glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look. But it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll take this at the 10. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The drive begins with Henry. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 37-yard line.
Tight end in motion left. From the 37. That's taken in by Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Henry on the option. And they had that one contained right at the line. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Man in motion here. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Here's Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Caught by Freiermuth. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to give him the ball.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Warren once more. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He manages a gain of 8 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll go again with Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Dicker connects there. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he only gets this one down to the 9. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 2nd and goal from the 9 here. He's got it on the bootleg. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. George Pickens, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
23. Steelers 13.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Hardy on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They go play fake with Jackson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle, Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion. First down, here's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
from just shy of midfield on second down. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game. Offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still third down.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's caught for the first. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you gotta hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's second and goal.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. Third and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, and how about this? It brings up fourth and goal from the 1.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They've got a man in motion. Running for it. Here's Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Here comes their offense out again. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now a give. It's Pirine headed left. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Here's a give up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They manage just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. And give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 45 on second down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Jackson now on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
A 62-yard attempt.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Fields to throw it. Hits him on the out route. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Fields out of the gun. Completed over. Oh, he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 38. Aguilar with the grab. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them. It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down throw for Fields. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Fields. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 21. Henry on the catch. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. He's on the move. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Finds his back. Here's Eric Ray. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And the Ravens going nickel, third down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Baltimore running its offense out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. They bring a tight end in motion right. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still second down.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. The tight end going in motion right. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Fields looking to throw. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He puts some juice on it. This is brought in at the 15. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Now a give to Pirine, running right. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Fields throwing here. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 28. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Henry on the option. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Another run for Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens holding on to a field goal lead. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. It's Henry on the counter. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. And the Steelers going nickel. 3rd down. Running once more with Henry. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
A 53-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Looking to throw it. Pass is hauled in by the running back. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now to throw. Finds his man, Gray. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes down a little short of the 40. He gets 6 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Here he is to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their fourth victory in a row. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snap.